Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we will see how to read modbus register data using Python library. Before jump to the coding section, we will see basic of modbus communication protocol. So modbus is a widely used industrial protocol for communication between devices in the automation system. So it follows the master-slave architecture where the one device, the master, initiates the communication and holds other devices we call as slaves for the data. The Modbus protocol is a open source protocol. Depending on the protocol used to transfer the data between master and slave, there are different types. So there are like a Modbus RTU. In the RTU, they are using the RS-232 or RS-485 protocol to exchange the data. Second one is the TCP/IP. Here the name indicates like TCP/IP protocol is used to data exchange between master and slave. And third one is the ASCII. So here the data exchange is in ASCII format. There are different types of registers in Modbus communication protocol, like a file register, holding registers, input registers, and district input registers. So on the basis of that, in the operation like the read or write the data from the slave, there are different functions code are defined, like a 01 for the read the file register data, 02 to read the district input register status, 03 for read multiple holding registers. Like that, there are different function codes are there to read the registers data. Register we can store the one bit digital value like a 2 or false 0 and 1, and the other register like a holding register we can store the 16-bit integer value. In the holding register means in the two holding register, subsequently two holding register, we can store the 32-bit floating point values. So Modbus protocol we call as a master slave as well as request and response protocol. So here master send the request and the slave respond with the data to that particular request. So as a structure wise, there are MBF, MBAP header, Modbus header, which is the 7 byte. In that there are a transaction ID there, protocol ID is there, a length and unit ID. So as a structure wise, one fixed structure is there to when we are sending or receiving the messages from the client. So Modbus is basically or mostly used in the like industrial automation and the now in IoT application also and the so Modbus is a widely used protocol for the industrial communication. So now we are so today we are mainly focusing on the how to read that register data using the Python library. So I have used the Modbus library to read the registers data from the master. So I have one created. So by using the PyModbus library, I have written one script. This script can be you can be see on the documentation part also. So with this command, I have created the one instance, and we for this we have to pass some parameter like a host. Here the both the server and the client are running on the same machine. So I have set as a local host and the by default port is a 502. So all these other parameters are optional, like unit ID. If you are if you have multiple slaves, then we have to set the unique ID for this. This timeout is the when client is communicated with the master, and if communication is not happened within 30 seconds, then the automatic timeout error is generated. This is the auto open, means any request come from the master, then automatically that client is communicated with the master. And the auto close means when the request is completed, the master is automatically close its communication with the master. So means the that port 502 means in the socket that automatically close and open. Now we have a written was one small script to read the holding register data. So here the C means the data instance and the read holding register. This is the one function. Here I can pass one parameter like register address and here the register number. So register number indicates that we can read the multiple registers data simultaneously. If I have a register 10 numbers of register data, then I can put here initial like a register number 1, and if that number is 10, so 1 to 10 registers address, that data is read, and we can see that all the data. So again, if that here we are just printing this data, and if any unable to read this golden register data due to anything, we can just print here unable to read the registers. Now to simulation purpose, I have written one server as a slave. So I have again used the one Python library modbus server. So again I have created one instance with the modbus server on the port 502. Here the server is started, and I have set the building registers. Here I have set the address 1 and value as a 20. So again here encoding is means different encoding methods are used for the set building registers. Now we will run this server file. Here we got one message that modbus server is started on the port 502. Now we will run the client file also. Okay, so we got the registers address data 1 as a 20. So this we are using the while loop, so we have multiple times we get this all the data here. So just for now we are close both the files and set the different value here. Like, I have set 16 here. Now again we will start this server configuration here. Again server is started. Now again we will run the client file also. Okay, so updated data is here. Like that we can read the different register data like the coil register data, input register data. So simply just here put the coil registers and the input registers. So all these details we can see on the modbus library documentation. Thank you.